Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. Now, it's been about 15 days since I posted that first Etsy video, and a lot has happened since then, so I'm going to get into it in this video. Firstly, I want to say thank you for all the support on the last video. It's been a real surprise to me at how much encouragement and advice people have been giving me in the comments. And thank you for all of you who subscribed to my channel after watching that video. I think I gained over like 100 subscribers due to that video, which is like one of my best videos I've ever done. And it's sitting at about 4,500 views at the moment, so thank you so much for that. Now to the Etsy side of things. One of the common comments I got on that last video was that you should be very careful about showing all your listings. People said there's a lot of sharks out there that will just kind of copy and rip off your ideas and put them on your own Etsy store. Now, me being a small YouTuber, I thought it would be alright. I mean, how many people are actually going to watch this video and then go on to copy me on Etsy? So I thought it'd be fine. A few days later, I found a pretty much exact copy of one of my posters. I was really actually amazed at how quickly someone had either, well, I imagine seen my video or seen my listings on Etsy and basically just reproduced it. So I was actually pretty surprised at that. But luckily enough, I actually just messaged the seller politely and said, you know, something along the effects of, you know, you've actually copied my idea, please remove it or I'll report it to Etsy. And they were nice enough to just remove it. So that was pretty cool. However, searching for similar products recently, I've noticed there are a lot more in a similar kind of style that I was doing on my posters. Now, I don't know if that's a coincidence or what, but it feels like people are kind of copying my listings, which is mad to me. I just can't believe how ruthless Etsy is. But thank you for those comments, because you have showed me what Etsy is about, and my naivety and lack of understanding of Etsy maybe has been detrimental to my Etsy career in that sense. So after seeing these, you know, kind of replicas and copies of my products, I decided to blur my previous video. Now I'm really in two minds about this, because I obviously want to show kind of an honest, accurate representation of my journey on Etsy. But in the same respects, I don't want people to necessarily copy me and hinder that journey and make it a bit more difficult, really. But there's also the fact that I would also like to grow this YouTube channel. So being honest and showing people what you're doing has an effect on the growth of the YouTube channel. So I'm kind of stuck between these two ideas of, do I kind of hide my work or do I show it and, you know, build a bigger audience and help people out maybe? Or do I risk not having such a successful Etsy store? So I'm in this kind of to and froing of what I should do. But yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, because I actually don't know what to do. I have just blurred out the previous video, so you can only see my face. So it's probably not going to get any more support and subscribers from that. Yeah, just let me know, because I don't know what to do on that sense. I like both aspects of it. I like showing you what I'm doing, but also I don't want people to copy me. On the topic of copying though, however, I ended up receiving a message from Etsy, and it was something like an IP violation. And I was like, what have I done? Now, if you do know what I was creating, I was basically creating motivational posters using quotes that inspire me myself, and they're from basically popular figures that people will know. Some of them are other quotes, you know, from ages ago. There's a lot of different quotes that I like, and I produce as posters. Now, these particular posters were from a famous guy called David Goggins. Some of you may know who that is. He's basically a super athlete, really inspirational, turned his life around. So I received an IP violations from his company, Goggins LLC, saying that I'd used his products on my Etsy. Now, I think it's still a bit of a grey area when it comes to quotes. But I am not researched on this, so I could be infringing on trademarks and IP. I actually don't know. So it is kind of ironic I'm talking about people copying me, but I am producing content using people's quotes. I completely understand the what's the word called when you do something? What's the word when you, what is it called? I can't remember that word. I'm sure some of you guys know it. It's when you're like copying, but you're actually doing it yourself. I figured out the word, it's hypocrisy. I understand there's a lot of hypocrisy with that, because I'm guessing I'm technically using other people's words. So what I did is I basically, in the listing itself, I had his name, and on the actual print in like small letters under the quote it said his name. So what I've done is basically just removed his name from the listing and removed his name from the actual product, and it seems to be fine. The only thing is the traffic is now way smaller because I guess people do search that guy's name, and if your item's not coming up, they're not going to look at it. So I think that's fair enough. We'll see how it moves from there. So I'm just going to go over the stats. So the past 30 days. So this is where I put out that video on October 19th, and in that video I had the link to my Etsy store, which I don't know if I should do. So I might have the link to my Etsy store below, or I might not. And you can see we got a big spike in traffic. And I guess if we go to orders, well, it doesn't really coincide with the orders, but I think that makes sense because the people visiting from my YouTube video weren't necessarily going to buy anything. They were just having a look or copying my items. So yeah, there's a big spike in visits. We've done 15 orders, which I think is still pretty good considering. When did I start there? So if I go all time, so I made the account in May. Okay, well, I think I must have made an account ages ago, but I didn't use it then. I think I only started using it, like September time. So I don't know, I guess it's pretty good. Last 7 days, let's have a look. We've got 6 orders, so it's pretty good. It's doing well. But remember, I'm not really making much money on these things at the moment because I'm just trying to get the orders in, get the rep built and the reviews built. Social media, I've got no social media traffic, which is not good. Don't know what these things are. Etsy other pages, Etsy search. Yeah, so I'm basically keeping it pretty loose. I'm just letting it roll its course. I am still waiting for these reviews. So I basically messaged all the people that have bought something and said, hope everything's okay, I'm a new seller. Let me know if you need anything. And hoping that would kind of say, oh yeah, no, it's all good, thank you. So I don't actually know, I don't know if people are happy with their items. I mean, they haven't said they're not happy, so I'm gonna take that as they're happy. But it would be good to get some more reviews under my belt and look better to Etsy and other people that may want to purchase my products. I'm still putting out new products on my Etsy store and testing them. It's annoying I can't show you, but I'm still going to figure this out. So let me know in the comments, but I would like to show you what I'm doing because I'm a designer and what I design is important to me, and I want people to see what I'm doing on this Etsy store and see this journey. When it comes to ads, I've basically been running this campaign, I guess, for about a month now. It's a $1 a day campaign, and I've spent $28 on it, and the revenue is $42. So I guess that's quite good, but as you can see, I've only got 4 orders from the ads itself, so the majority of my orders are coming through organic searches, I guess. Once this month ends, I'm basically going to leave the Etsy ads for a bit and work on my items and just putting more content out onto my store. So something I'm working on at the moment is looking at Pinterest. Now I've seen a lot of people talk about you should get on Pinterest to help people find your items and then click through onto your Etsy store. So I'm doing that at the moment. That's something I'm working on. It seems like a pretty easy process, and I do have quite a bit of experience on Pinterest through another kind of company / business I started a few years ago, where I got quite big on Pinterest and other platforms like Instagram. So I haven't really started delving too deep into that, but I do know it's something I should be doing, and I'm gonna get into it as time goes on. Really, I'm gonna make a video on Pinterest at some point, so once I collate my findings, I'll let you know what I find and any tips I have, because I think Pinterest is definitely going to be a very important way to get people onto your Etsy store and purchasing your products. Also, I have a new shop idea. I know I've only just pretty much started this one, but I have a new idea that I think is pretty cool, and I've never seen it on Etsy, and it's got a higher barrier of entry, so I don't think people will be able to copy me as easily. It's actually something that, it's a skill I use in my day-to-day life as a designer, but actually using that to create artwork, I think it could be really cool, and it's going to have a customizable aspect to it, which I think people will really like, and I would hopefully aim to get that out before Christmas or around Christmas time. But there's not much time until Christmas, so who knows. And I want to add a second store, so let me know, can you do that? Can you have 2 stores on your account? That would be good to know, because I would like to do that. I would like to kind of separate it from the store I have at the moment, because I think there'll be completely different areas. Similar stuff, but completely different areas. Okay guys, well, I hope you enjoyed that video. Just a little update on what I've been doing on Etsy. A lot has kind of happened. You know, I've been copied and I've been done for copying. So it's been an interesting 12 to 15 days. I don't know when I last posted, but yeah, so if you let me know in the comments what I should do, what you think I should do about blurring out my content or showing you all what I'm doing. I know you guys probably want to see it, and I want to show it to you, but I don't want to be copied all the time. It's fine a little bit, I don't mind it, I do understand it, it's the game we're in, but yeah, it'd be nice to not have to worry about that. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'm going to be putting out Etsy content. I also do 3D modeling, so I produce a lot of stuff in SketchUp and V-Ray, and I've got content coming out for that. This is my new little project at the moment, Etsy. I'm really enjoying it, it's quite fun. I'm treating it like a little video game and trying to level up. I also teach over on Skillshare, so down below will be my link to Skillshare. So if you want to learn how to 3D model or create anything in V-Ray or SketchUp for free, you can do it in your browser. So there's a really good class on there where you don't need to download any software. You can just do it straight off the SketchUp website. That'll be linked below. If you use that, use my referral codes. That would be muchos appreciated. Yeah, if you like the video, drop a like. If you want to subscribe, but if you don't want to, that's cool. Oh, my voice is going. Other than that, guys, I hope you have a brilliant day wherever you are. I'll see you in the next video, and good luck if you are working on Etsy or trying to hustle in this world, because it's tough out there. It's real tough out there. You got to grind and you got to never stop, and yeah, I believe in you. I think you can do it. Yeah, I wish you all the best. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video.